Alright, what's up guys, Toasty here, Get Burnt, and today I'm going to be talking more about Dragon Ball Z Frieza Resurrection, also known as Revival of F, or Resurrection F in North America. So today I'm going to be talking about the Chapter 3 preview for the manga. Now before a lot of you get off of the video for spoilers, this is actually something that is easy to actually look at if you've already seen the third trailer for Revival of F. So if you've already seen that trailer, then you can watch this and then there'll be no spoilers for you, because everything here is technically before the actual trailer, so everything here is just Frieza's arrival. It's not really spoiling anything with the main plot of the movie. So, you know, this technically is not spoiler territory, but if you really don't want to see anything concerned with Revival of F, then I would suggest you click off the video right now. So, for the Chapter 3 preview, I'm going to be reading the summary on the second page briefly, and then I'm going to be going on to what I actually want to talk about mainly in this video, but I will be talking about each page of the preview just in case, for those of you who did come to this video just to see the preview. So, on the first page, it actually says that it's been years since the battle with Beerus, the god of destruction. Has the era of peace persisted? The most feared being to the Super Saiyans is none other than Frieza. Now, this is something, I guess, that technically to the rest of the Saiyans, obviously, the Saiyans on planet Vegeta before it got destroyed, technically is Frieza. Twice defeated by their hands, aka future Trunks as well as Goku. His shame and hatred stay with him in hell and into the foreseeable future. However, the Emperor who ruled the entire galaxy by fear was defeated, and the strength of his remaining army gradually withered away, ending the devastation. Sorbet, the current leader of the remaining army, uses the Dragon Balls on Earth in order to revive Frieza and his army. Shenron appears and Frieza is revived, yet there is no room in the mind of the Emperor or the revival of an army. The black flames ignite and his thirst for revenge against the Super Saiyans, and then that just kind of ends. And so, yeah, that is pretty much just describing pretty much the beginning of the movie, where Sorbet actually revives Frieza with the Dragon Balls as well as army, which is funny because, well, a lot of us thought that they wouldn't be using two wishes, but I guess that they are going to be using two wishes, one for Frieza to be revived and one for his army. Either that or they're putting it all into one wish. So, yeah, and then Frieza goes to train for 4 months, and then he comes back, and you know the deal. And then it shows his army, and it shows his army coming back. And it's apparently, it seems weird because in the actual trailer, the army seemed to at least have some top tier members who are stronger than a Super Saiyan, because they were defeating Piccolo and Gohan, and you know, that's kind of weird since these guys are really strong. Even if they were in peace, still they would be really strong, definitely stronger than a normal Super Saiyan. So I really don't see, that's just really crazy that Frieza just didn't have these guys, I guess, behind him, or maybe they trained with him for 4 months. I'm not really sure. But then on the last page, obviously on the second highlight page, it kind of shows everybody fighting against the Frieza soldiers, kind of exactly what you saw in the third trailer. Gohan fighting them, and Krillin fighting them, Tien fighting them, everybody's fighting them. And then on the third highlight page, we see a picture of Bulma and Jaco. Now, in the actual second part, or second manga chapter, we actually saw a spaceship, and Frieza thought it was Goku, but it was actually Jaco, or at least that's what it seems like. And it says that Bulma is friends with the Earth's savior, and actually it is true, because Bulma's sister, Tights, was actually one of the protagonists of Jaco the Patrolman. And it's funny because, you know, that they're actually combining these two pieces, Dragon Ball Z and Jaco the Patrolman, so, you know, that's pretty cool that they're actually putting Jaco in the movie. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the manga chapter preview. Now, pretty much what I want to talk about in this video mainly is if there will be more movies after Revival of F, as well as if there will be a time skip. So pretty much in this translation, now Shonen Games did this translation. I'm not sure if it is entirely correct. It could be correct. I'm not really sure. A lot of people are actually asking about this, but this says that it has been years since the battle with Beerus. Now, in the actual first chapter, this is kind of spoilers, I guess, but Beerus is actually woken up by Whis and Goku and Vegeta training. He says, I can't sleep, and then he destroys like something in his world. And that's weird, because if he's still sleeping, that means that it hasn't been 3 years yet. So I guess that this means that it would be about 2 years afterward, which is, I guess, means Pan is about a year old, since Pan was technically first conceived around the time of Battle of Gods, that means that it would be 9 months until Pan is born, and then it would probably end up being a full year later until she is 1 year old. And I guess that Beerus is technically somewhat near in the middle of his sleep. It's around 2 years into his sleep when he said he was going to sleep for 3 years, and now he can't sleep because Goku and Vegeta and Whis are outside training. So that's something, I guess, to think about, since this is only 2 years after Battle of Gods. And, you know, obviously everybody always has different things to say about Battle of Gods and how long it is after the Buu saga. A lot of people say 3 years, a lot of people say 5 years. Either way, it still means that this is getting somewhat close to the end of Dragon Ball Z, and that makes me wonder how many movies that Akira Toriyama is gonna make after Revival of F concerning like the actual timeline of Dragon Ball Z, because if he keeps doing this by years and years and years, then he's gonna start running out of time. And I don't know if he's gonna actually do a time skip till after the World Tournament Saga, because the thing is that if he tries to time skip after the World Tournament Saga, then he'll, first of all, he'll be conflicting with GT, which I know a lot of people won't have a problem with, but there are some people out there that do take GT as canon for some reason, and they're gonna be probably a little bit mad about that. But it will conflict with GT, maybe, I guess, a little bit, since although GT is a few years after the World Tournament Saga, so, you know, it probably won't conflict as much. But if he does decide to skip after the World Tournament Saga, he will have the problem of Oob. Since Oob technically will be a character after the World Tournament Saga, he will actually need to include Oob in the next movie, and that's going to be a little bit confusing for some people, I guess. But, you know, there won't be any problem. I mean, if he does decide to time skip, I really don't know if he's just going to time skip till a long way after the World Tournament Saga, till where Goku is leaving Oob and is not going to train with him anymore, or something like that. And, you know, maybe now we could see Oob done completely right this time, unlike in GT, because in GT, when Oob in GT was kind of a joke. Like, even when he fused with Fat Buu, he still couldn't do anything, and that makes me really sad. So, hopefully, if Akira Toriyama ever does time skip after the World Tournament Saga, we get a decent Oob, and if that happens, that'll be amazing. So tell me what you guys think about this. Do you guys think that Akira Toriyama at any point will have to stop making these movies and continue in some other way? Do you think he'll have to time skip, or do you think he'll have to do something else with the timeline of Dragon Ball Z for this to actually work for him to keep making movies? Because it seems like Akira Toriyama is getting really used to making movies. I mean, he's made 2 so far, and it seems like he's really liking it, or at least it seems like it, because he's doing it really quickly after another. I mean, like Revival of F seemed to have at least somewhat started production right after Battle of Gods. It seems like he was even planning it right before Battle of Gods, because in 2012 he actually saw the F from the Maximum Hormone concert that really inspired him to make a movie about Frieza. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting, honestly. I want to see what Akira Toriyama plans to do from here on out. But tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that Akira Toriyama is going to keep making movies like this repeatedly? He's going to keep making movies after Revival of F in accordance with the timeline? And do you think that he's going to skip? Do you think he's going to skip after the World Tournament Saga? And if you think that, tell me, how do you think he's going to handle Oob and all that other stuff, including like the stuff that GT had? Do you think he'll actually end up like oversizing that, like overwriting all of GT, so pretty much making it completely non-canon? Like, I mean, it is already non-canon because there was no manga for GT, and, you know, it wasn't technically made by Akira Toriyama. He only made the actual character designs. So what do you think? Do you think that Akira Toriyama will ever skip over it, or do you think that it's going to be a normal sort of thing where he just decides to not go by years anymore? Because, you know, he's, since Battle of Gods, at least Battle of Gods was kind of a big gap after the World Tournament Saga, or yeah, well, after the Majin Buu Saga, my mistake. After the Majin Buu Saga, it was quite a skip, and then now it's about a year or 2 after that. I'm really thinking if he has that many years left to actually take advantage of for his movies. Now, I'm not really sure if he's going to do that or not, but tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. And if so, would you like to see Oob in a future Dragon Ball Z movie? Would you like to see him in the movie after Revival of F, maybe, or anything like that? Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, as well as to subscribe if you are new. And yes, I kind of did ramble on a little bit in this video, but that was really just because I wanted to kind of discuss about a future movie after Revival of F. Yes, Revival of F is not out yet. I am aware of that. I am just asking about a future movie because, you know, technically he is making movies right now, and it seems like he's going to keep making movies, so I really want to see what you guys think. And yep, that's all for me, guys. I'll see you guys later with more Dragon Ball Z content. Yep, peace out.